Hello there, I am SolitaryScribbles. And welcome to the Scribbles Showcase. A totally original idea not done by any other video game company whatsoever. Today we're going to be going over the newest release of Chub Chomp Chill, Alpha version 0.3. This showcase will show off a majority of the new elements in this release, as well as release date and other related things. So without further ado, let's get started.
Welcome to Chub Chomp Chill, the game where you make whatever character you want, chop them up, watch them chomp down, and do a bit of chilling on the side. As it has been almost a year since the previous version has launched, you're probably wondering what the heck took so long. Well, Chub Chomp Chill 0.3 is actually a completely new game, rebuilt from the ground up. For some reason, Scribbles thought this would be a good idea to remedy the spaghetti code of 0.2. 0.3 is now full of spaghetti code. But it's spaghetti code with a bunch of fixes that you asked for. Starting off, no more single character restrictions. Your game can now have up to 30 different citizens. You are able to create or evict them whenever you please. And speaking of citizens, there's a bunch of new customization options available. New articles of clothing with multicolor options, different faces, even a randomizer if you're just feeling lucky. Personalities are back from version 0.1, and there are even more of them now. Upbeat, gloomy, reserved, cool, energetic, airhead and stuck-up. For a grand total of 7 personalities. Along with that are also dispositions for if a character is into gaming, not into it, or neutral towards it. What can these personalities affect? We'll get there in a minute. First, let's move our little guy into an apartment so we can notice the much cleaner UI. Scribbles attempted to take the UI from 0.2 and make it less intrusive and more utilitarian. The most important information is now comfortably laid at the bottom of the screen at all times. Anything else can be toggled on and off when need be, like these new apartment room themes. But enough about UI. We have more pressing matters to attend to. This gal seems to be getting pretty hungry. But food isn't free. Not even in the video games. So how can we afford sustenance? With happiness points, of course. But how do we earn said points? Well, in 0.3, happiness points are added to your total passively over time. No need for any tedious, grindy work. Though active ways for collecting will added later on. But hey, we have points now. Time to buy some grub at Greta's grocery. Greta's not much of a talker. She hates her job. But she has a different selection of food at different quantities every in-game day. However, some foods are buffed. When a food is buffed, 25% of its calories will go toward a citizen's general gain, and the other 75% will go towards a specific area of the body. Possible buffs include the chest, belly, hips, butt, and now introducing arms. Be sure to choose your foods wisely. Alright, sweet. Now we have some food. Now let's head back to our little friend's apartment. But wait, it seems like they're craving something in particular. If you feed a citizen something that falls in line with their cravings, 50% extra calories and experience points are gained from that item. So you better hope you have a well-rounded menu at all times. You never know what they might be in the mood for. And I'm sure you noticed by now, but feeding is much faster than how it was before. And no more unsightly info box taking away the spotlight from your citizen. Looks like she had a bit of a belch after eating. That'll happen sometimes. Unless you don't want it to, of course. If burps or stomach sounds aren't your thing, you can disable them in the options menu. Tailor the game to your tastes. You remember what happens after eating enough food, right? You level up. But this time, you have some options at your fingertips. Now you can choose to increase the rate of your passive happiness points, increase the rate of digestion, or increase your stomach capacity. It's like a little fatty skill tree. Now your little guy is nice and full for a while. What now? Oh, it looks like they have something to say. That's right, conversations are back as well. Some are short blurbs, others can be longer. Your character's personality and feelings towards weight gain affect the kinds of conversations you have with them. You get some bonus happiness points with each conversation you have as well. But conversations aren't the only things that can occur. Looks like an event is happening. When you trigger an event, you have 2 options to choose from. Events can result in happiness points, weight gain, weight loss, status effects and more. What's that? You don't know about status effects? Well then you as well. Temporary changes to your character like bloating, feeling ill, sped up or slowed down digestion, things like that. Like little temporary surprises. As you get used to the game flow, your characters will continue to, well, grow. Eventually they'll become too large for their apartment. Does that mean no more gaining? Not at all. When a character gets too large for an apartment, they're moved to the warehouse, which gives them much more room to grow. It will definitely take you a while to reach the cap. But maybe you think things are moving a bit too fast. Maybe you miss when your little buddy was able to actually walk. Well, then you can take a trip to Dr. Banana Head's weight loss clinic. There, you can shed off exactly how much weight you want, exactly where you want. As long as you have the points for it, of course. Banana Head's very strict about her payments. And Scribbles is pretty strict about making this an enjoyable experience. Game dev is more than adding a bunch of stuff. It's about fixing a bunch of stuff too. Here's a quick list of everything that should be fixed from 0.2. Now that's not to say 0.3 is perfect. It's still in development. There will be bugs. But we hope you'll still be able to enjoy as everything gets ironed out and development continues.
Now that we've gone over a majority of the new stuff that Chub Chomp Chill 0.3 has to offer, you're probably wondering when you'll be able to actually play it. We'll get to that in a second, but I have an announcement to make first. As I'm sure many of you know, game dev is hard work and takes a long time. I do plan to keep Chub Chomp Chill free throughout its development cycle. But if a legitimate amount of development is going to continue for this game, I'm gonna need some support. That's why I'll be launching a Patreon alongside the release of 0.3. The more support given, the more time I can actually dedicate to this thing. There's a handful of sweet rewards that I hope sound alluring. An exclusive server, personalized character creator assets, so you can really make that waifu look spot on, and other stuff too. I'm admittedly still in the middle of finalizing tiers and rewards as this airs. But anyways, I am grateful for any support you are able to give. And even if you're not able to, just enjoying the game and spreading the word is already a massive help. Now then, the grand finale. When's this thing dropping? When will you finally be able to play? Well, I'm pleased to announce that Chub Chomp Chill 0.3 is launching Saturday, March 5th. Again, it won't be perfect. There will be bugs, but I really hope you enjoy what's there. That's all for today's Scribbles Showcase. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.